will
I
say,
don't.
so I have not been playing anything but Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
So I
We've been
normally keep
talking
my
about this.
opinions like behind closed doors until the episodes that you guys get like the lemony fresh version of my thoughts. But my God, I've been just flooding the chat with like my love of this game.
Yeah, you've
Um,
kind of got me hooked already.
buddy, it's just so I like this is the Cuddles and Catch Up. We're gonna be doing or I'm gonna be doing a full review on the game as a separate thing. It's gonna be released as its own little spiel. So I'm not gonna go too in depth on it here, obviously. But for
Okay.
those that are wondering, this game inspired me to create a folder in my phone for the notes for the shows. That is Game of the Year 2024 watch, and this is the only game on the list right now. uh, I cannot say how much I love this game. Like it's just, I feel just as much passion as Ichiban Kasuga, the main character, does, and everything that he does. Um, it's so I'll give a Cole's notes just so that if people don't want to listen to me ramble for 20 minutes in the review to hear that this game is amazing.
Walk us through it, brother.
Yeah, the Cole's notes
20
of this
minutes.
is that I'm gonna try and cut it short. So this was gonna be like a shorter one, like 5 minutes or less. But essentially, this is the second installment in the revitalization of the series that is Yakuza. And
Okay.
Yakuza is a gaming series that's been around on like in the industry for 15, 20 years. Like
Mm.
I don't know if it's fully 20. I don't know if it's fully 15.
I'm on it,
But
buddy. I'm on it. I'm on
okay,
it.
there we go. But it's been around since like early PlayStation days. Maybe as far
2005.
there you go. So
2005. Wow. What's that,
almost 20 years.
PS2?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so this has been around for a long time, and this series is famously known as a beat 'em up, like brawler style game that really emphasizes incredibly engaging side missions, which normally, like, because it's called Yakuza, you're organized crime, you're Japanese organized crime. You tend to have a business in the game that makes you your money, and
Okay.
that business is always like a cabaret club or a bar or talent scouts or like underground fight leagues and like everything that like you can invest 15, 20 hours into hunting down the perfect staff to work at your bar. And like it's always very varied. And this game is always known for the brawling, fast-paced combat and
Hmm.
in-depth like the side missions like I talked about, but it's also reviewed as like a Japanese soap opera. Like it's just like the soapiest nonsense that could happen. Like the most wild shit could happen. Like you could be having a Sopranos level mob boss meeting with incredible voice acting and like it's incredibly tense. But then somebody has like a pet octopus jump out of their coat and it has knives and stab somebody. Like you don't know what's gonna
Incredible.
happen. Like it's the
Please tell me
dumbest.
that actually happened.
Pretty sure it happened at least once. In this one, like Ichiban has a pet crawfish that just named Lucy that just like hides in his clothes and can there's one side mission where you have to find it love. Like it's on a mission for love and you have to meet
I
its
will
partners and
fucking knock this game.
I
this
hate
game,
it.
the side missions are the most outrageous, wackiest, funnest things, but everybody commits. Like all the voice actors commit, so nothing sounds cheesy. There's
Mhm.
cinema scenes, incredible voice acting through every side mission and main mission. So you'll have main missions, like you can even see right now, like he's using a vibrator as a weapon because of it's in that form. He's in a subclass called Hero, which Hero
Okay.
just uses any large blunt object, and he basically portrays himself as the lead character in a video game. So he imbues himself with special powers that would befit someone that is the lead of a party in a video game.
So
Uh,
awesome.
it's insane.
He
Like it's
seems to
just
really have some proper JRPG elements too.
it is 1,000% a JRPG. Like this, so it moved away from the brawling, fast-paced style as with
Right.
its predecessor when they revitalized the series, which is a brand new start for the series, moving away from all the old storylines, and this
Mhm.
is now new storylines from the last game. But even if you didn't play the first revitalization, which is Yakuza Like a Dragon from a couple of years back,
Mhm.
if you didn't play that one, you could still pick this one up and be perfectly fine to jump into it for the first time. You will
Okay.
not know some of the main characters at the beginning, but those characters quickly go a different way, and you go to Hawaii and you start a whole new adventure with all new characters to the series, minus one of the goats from all previous Yakuza games. But they introduce him with all the information that you need. Like you don't
Okay.
have to have played the old games to know who the Dragon of Dojima is, and like he is the ultimate badass.
Guy,
Uh,
just once. Just
yeah.
once I want to be the Dragon of Doshima.
Oh, and like and they even do such a good job of like everyone else's live action combat, but he goes back to the old beat 'em up style where he doesn't get a weapon. He just flip flops between three different combat styles of like fast, heavy, and like grappling. And like
So
you
the
build up,
vibrator settings.
yeah, yeah. Riggy gets it. uh, but like
Oh, dog.
actually, you can see us on the screen here. Like this game will take you to the wackiest shit. Like right now, they're storming a fashion show, and they're getting into a legit like Zoolander level runway brawl, and they're beating the fuck out of each other on this. And like the main boss in this is the DJ who's running the show, and like it's just it's zany and wild, but doesn't take itself serious, but
Right.
doesn't
Until
go
it becomes a soap opera.
well, yeah, exactly, because it doesn't go like All Saints or Saints Row, sorry, where it's just like
Right.
wacky for the sake of wacky and it
Yeah.
becomes stupid. Like everything they do makes sense. So it's all believable and like it's just so fun. And every character can uh can pretty much freely unlock like 8 or 9 different subclasses, and each subclass gives you whole new skills that are fun, focus on, AoE attacks, stun attacks, supports, like full JRPG style, but, like,
Damn.
instead of, like, a white mage for healing, you'll have, like, a housekeeper as a class, where they use a broom and, like, soapy water to heal people
No.
and, like, you have like one of the girls has like a dominatrix class where they literally just beat people in like full dominatrix fashions. You have like a cell phone app to summon people, like paid summons that come to aid you in combat, but they're zany characters you meet in the wild. Like it's like pound mates. Like there's I don't know, there's like just one that comes to mind. Like there's a whole side mission of basically Uber Eats, but on a bike that you can do Tony Hawk style missions where you're on a bike, BMX doing tricks, going off ramps, jumping buildings, building up
No
combos to
way.
deliver food even better and get more money. But you bro out with the guy. So basically he comes and helps you in missions and like he does super moves for money. So like I won't go too far, but like the main story is amazing. The combat is never dull, like never dull, and you're always finding something new. Like every couple of hours before even something has a chance. Like a lot of the time, I felt like I almost had a garden hose hitting me, where I'm like, I can't absorb all of this. There's so much goodness, and then I'll stumble into something like the underground Sujimon League, where basically it's their direct ripoff of Pokemon. Like
No.
you literally
Amazing.
hunt you become the Sujimon master, like you are attaining to catch them all, and they even do the phrase like gotta catch them all, and you take your Sujimon and you go into an underground pure Pokemon looking stage where like you do Sujimon battles with and what Sujimon are basically they're bad guys in the game that are like wacky, zany motherfuckers. Like a guy in a shark costume would be a Sujimon. This giant clown on the ground would be a Sujimon. Giant chain wielding, killing looking motherfuckers are Sujimon. Like they're just, I think there's 160
And you
of them.
catch them.
You physically catch them by bribing them with like treats and like praise, and then they follow you and they become your Sujimon that you take into
Dude,
underground battle leagues and you do Sujimon battles.
it's like
Do you put
Aaron
them in
Friday.
balls?
Sorry?
Right?
Yeah. But like they even have like the gym leaders, like you have to increase your rank to challenge a gym leader And once you get the gym leader and you beat them, you get their badge, and it increases the level which you can train your Sujimon to, and
So
eventually
this
you
is a
get
side quest, right?
side quests. I spent like 10, 15 hours. As soon as I
The
found it,
side quest.
yeah, I spent 10, 15 hours because it's a full storyline, and they tie the storyline into the game. So, like, and the thing is, like, even like, then Doku Island, uh, it's another massive side quest, and then I'll wrap it up. Uh, is that like there's a resort island creator where like
Okay.
trash pirates, and I say that literally. They are
I
pirates
take
who
offense
take
to that.
Hawaii's trash and dump it. Instead of using a landfill, they dump it on tropical islands that nobody's using. So these trash pirates take over Dondoku Island, which is like a thriving tropical resort island, and they fill it with trash and they kill it. And then basically the main character ends up there through a series of events and basically combats the trash pirates and then starts trying to build it back up to the resort of its prior glory. And
Neat.
like you create it to your liking. You have guests that you come over, you give them gifts that they want, you entertain them in ways, you harvest materials
So,
to build
like,
buildings that they'll like.
Animal Crossing
It's
or
literally so they even switch the animations, they switch the map style and the conversation logs to look like Animal Crossing.
Oh my
Like,
that's
god.
wild.
they're knowingly ripping off Pokemon and Animal Crossing, but I have to say, as soon as I made it to the island, I never
Yeah.
left. I didn't
Uh,
go back to the main story. I did this island for about 15 hours straight. I maxed it
Damn.
out. I restored the glory. I got my 5-star resort rating. And then
Do you
when you
get
beat it,
anything for that?
yeah. So once I did it, one, you get a fuck ton of money, like
Okay.
stupid money, because now you're profit sharing with the people that make it. So this
Okay.
is the place you get your infinite wealth, hence the name. Uh, so like you just rinse and repeat, and you get mad cash that you can just buy all kinds of shit. And on top of it, you unlock a super move that carries along with your main character through all of your subclasses. So you have it no matter what.
Okay.
And it is a stupid expensive move to do, but it basically summons a satellite from this island that just nukes everybody on the screen, and it's like it is so cool. So it's totally worth it to do, and like otherwise you'll never get that move.
that's
So
And
how many hours have you put into this game in total?
I think I'm at 60, and
So
I'm
half
on
of your playtime has been
side
Pokemon and
missions.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
oh
I've
my
easily
god.
spent I've lost myself in this game and the side missions because of how good they are and how fun they are. And now that I've done the bulk of the side missions, I'm focusing
Yeah.
on the main story. But I'm on chapter 7 of like 17.
Oh damn. Okay, so you got ways to
Holy.
go.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm also now so over leveled that I think I'm just gonna plow through the game for a little bit until closer to the end game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until
And
you
it's still
hit
fun
like
though.
the next
Like,
Super Mario like rip off side mission, and then you're stuck for another 14 hours.
oh, I think though, like these two side missions would have been if these were $15 to $20 DLCs separate from the game, I'd happily pay.
Yeah.
Like they were DLC worthy side missions that were put into the game just right off the bat. Oh, it's just like, buddy, I love this game, and it's a hardcore JRPG, but it is a bit of live action mixed with like very engaging turn-based combat. I'll go more in depth on the review. The combat, every single fight is fun and you in its own way, and I'll go
Mhm.
in depth in the full review. But spoiler
Nice.
alert, obviously, the review is going to be that I fucking love this game. So, and it'll be hard to beat this for game of the year for me. I don't
Ooh,
know.
let's
We'll see.
go. It's
Damn.
the year is still early, my friend. The year is
It's
still
still
early.
early, but this game, my god.
I,
So that's all I've been playing. I hope by next episode I will well, by the review you will hear my final opinions.
I'm
gentlemen.
looking at it now. It's close to about 100-hour platinum, but I think I fucking need.
Eric,
Oh,
don't do
buddy.
it. Don't do
It's
it.
like so and I was talking about this, like I was telling the chat this, but I'm like,
Yeah.
this is for because Eric, I know you. I know your game type. And like this is something that you would just be like, this is it. Like you'd be just like me.
Like
Like you get the
everything you talk
challenge.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. And I haven't even talked about half, like not even a quarter of this game have I even come close to mentioning, because everything you do in this game is noteworthy. Uh,
Fuck.
but Mike would, I think you'd like it,
I think I
but
would.
you would have fun, and you'd be like, "What the hell is this?" Especially if you smoked a J. But I don't know if you'd go as deep on the side missions, you
No,
know?
and I've
Yeah.
always wanted to dive into a Yakuza game, like, because they actually, I don't know if they're still up, but they were all on Game Pass, like
They were. I think
the
they're
whole
That's
gone
where I
now.
played
series.
a lot of the old ones.
Yeah, I do think they're gone as well. I'll take a look into that after, but I know, Brandon, you've spoken about, at this point, I think, like, maybe 3 different Yakuza
At
games on
least.
Growin
At
Up
least
Gaming.
3.
Yeah,
Like, I've
so
done at least 5, I think.
yeah, and I've always wanted to, like, dip my toe, but then I'm also always so afraid to just, like, commit,
Right?
you know?
Lose yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I have to
J-
say, like, for me, I it was kinda like Resident Evil. Like, Resident Evil, I never gave a chance, and then when I did, I
mhm,
bought all of them and I beat all of them.
Yeah.
Yakuza, I
Fair.
wanted to try it, and it's not that level where all of the old ones are worth playing, but, Yakuza 0, I believe, which is, like, the 4th installment, but it's a prequel.
Mhm.
That game was such a good intro to the series, and it was like a classic beat 'em up game. I didn't beat it, or did I? No, I eventually did beat it, but I beat it over like 2 or 3 plays. Uh,
Okay.
but like that game gave me enough of like incentive to play some of the other ones and like dabble.
Yeah.
But Infinite
And
Wealth
you're
is just like a whole new league game, whole
so
new league.
Infinite Wealth is your favorite of all the Yakuza games you've played.
So far, yes, definitely.
Neat.
Okay.
Neat.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the
Again,
one
I
I'll
think
jump
I
into.
think the JRPG aspect is, again, it's something I want to give more time into and give
Mhm.
it its time.
It's
But
Oh,
definitely
buddy,
worth
gentlemen,
it.
wait till the review, buddy. I'll tell you the in depth on the combat, and
okay,
you'll understand. It's not like it is turn based, but it's also not. If that makes sense in
yeah,
any
yeah,
way.
that makes sense. I
Like if
think
you have timer, like yeah, 30 seconds. You have timers to make a window of like opportunities at the start of fights to get a gain on position to get a better fight quickly. If you take your time, no one's going to attack you until you move, but you will lose the opportunity of like surprise and advantage.
nice,
Boom.
Nice.
Yeah. So
boom,
you have to go fast.
just like Sonic.
You were at 20
But
seconds,
Yeah.
man.
I know.
Yeah. Need it.
But okay, so JRPGs are not my thing. But gentlemen, do you know what are my thing? Oh,
Dig.
I know.
Mr.
I'm
Family
not gonna.
Show.
I'm not. I'm calling him. I'm calling him up. PC
Yeah.
Totus.
Yeah, I was gonna
Wow.
say he's more of a victim in this.
I know. I cannot. I cannot. I can't. I can't open up I have an open-ended question like that to you both.
Yeah.
But the answer was Metroidvania, and gentlemen, I.
It's not small
Oh, yeah,
children and
right.
locked in the basement.
No, gentlemen,